feeling. Oh my. Imagine this one. Oh. My. Man can't have no love. Them not have no feelings. Oh my. Gotta drop that silk boss. Silk boss and you guys. Tongue tie rather. Not too long rolling in. People are having a snowstorm. 30 centimeter outside. If you don't have snow tires on, it'd be dreadful coming home. But nevertheless, people, let's get into the content. Quick and fast. Rosealee versus the
It's inside of my house.
JCF. Seems like she was naked as she claimed. She was naked as they claim. And one of the police allegedly had taken the picture, taken the pic, and basically put it out there. So if that occurred, if that's what they're saying, if that what happened allegedly, then therefore the police them were sent there by someone that they know, rather. Because there would be no need for you to be taking picture of a naked woman and then it end up on the net if it wasn't really a setup. But neither here nor there. Let's get into it, please, and thanks.
Was violated inside of my house. He's one of the police officers that came in this man's operation. Sting did it. They were making me like they were supposed to be on that sting, and a good thing them never go. So when you know the Steve regarding police is telling me, saying to me when I read the round there. However, an officer said to me, tell me that came outside and spoke to me and said to me, listen, you must go down to by Duke Street, 56 Duke Street, and lodge your complainant. You must lodge and go. No, the office is not closed. And I went down there.
It will be lodge your complaints because you are the complainant. Oh no, let's continue.
Sorry. So you go down on 52 Duke Street. 56, sorry. 56 Duke Street. And you lodge the complaint. Yes. But they're saying that because of its nudity, the office that portrayed those assistants is closed. I must come back Monday morning, 8 p.m. Third floor.
8 p.m. or 8 a.m.?
I think you should get an attorney to sort out this matter. Yes. Have you found an attorney as yet? Well, I've spoken to Mr. Vassell and I've spoken to Isaac Hilton. Isaac. Miss Isaac Buchanan. Yeah. Isaac Buchanan, yes. And I've spoken to Mr. Hilton as well. I've sent in the videos. I've spoken to Mr. Hilton as well. Mr. Anthony Hilton? Yes. No, this one can't. Jamaica, where we are today, we're at a crossroads. And I saw you today. I saw you on the live and you were crying out, basically saying, you really feel violated. And in truth, this is going to scar not just you, but your daughter and your son. Knowing that when they go to school, people will be saying, I see your mother on this and that, and it really... You're talking...
I want to interject. So did the police came in on an operation because they saw Jake and Jake ran inside and they follow him in like what they would do simple in the ghetto where they're on a sting operation. They see you running at home, so they follow you in and say, where's the gun? Or was it that they left from the office or from their headquarters or from the police station to say, I'm going to Rosealee and Jake house and the mother house? Because remember, there's more than one occupant in that house. It's a tenement yard system or a business. So therefore, there's more than one people in that home. So when you're going to go exercise that warrant that you're going to go and search for a gun or what have you you're searching for, then I'm assuming that you're supposed to have a search warrant. So the question becomes, let me ask it clearly. Did they see, because she said that Jake was outside. So did this police saw Jake outside while they're doing the Operation Sting and Jake ran inside while the police follow him inside without a warrant? Or because it's Jamaica like you guys claim that the police them are wicked. You guys claim that the police them are slack. On a claim that the police them are doing hit allegedly. On a claim that the police them could be paid off. On a claim in the past the police them could be bribed allegedly. So is it a case where somebody sent the police to the house and say that there's gun in the home? Because for them to do an Operation Sting, it's either drugs or guns, right? And if that's the case, is that the reason why the police would take the picture and then leak the picture? I mean, out of cuscus and out of bacchanal and out of deceitfulness and jealousy and all of who want to be the biggest cusser, the famous cusser, the this, the that, who I'm going to take down, who should come down, blah, 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 blah. You know, hurt someone, belittle someone to reach on a higher horse, you know, so everybody could look up you that you are the best and notorious cusser. And all of this could end up make Rosealee get a piece of her money, because this is a big violation if the police did take the picture of her basically nude. Right? You can't take a picture of a civilian and then put it on the internet. Last time I checked, whether it's Jamaica or not. But anyway, like you guys claim, anything goes. Let's continue.
You're talking to the nation tonight. I want you to talk to the Prime Minister, because this is a major violation to your human rights. What do you want to say to him tonight, Rosealee?
Well, I want to say to Mr. Onis that Mr. Onis, the JDF force system is here to serve and protect. And if I'm in my house and they come in my house and do that to me, what would have they done to other people in Jamaica? So many innocent lives has been lost, and we don't get no justice. No justice. No justice. We have no justice from the JCF force. No justice. And to honest, we need justice. I was violated so bad.
But Rose been on the internet or on TikTok for the longest time, and people jump out on the videos, and I watch 1 and 2 of them. I never heard Rose came up and talk about this kind of issue where so many lives have lost and no justice. She could have used her platform to do that, but she decided to bicker with people on the platform, right? Okay, one more thing, couple more things. Is it possible? Let me ask the question again. Did the police see Jake outside and Jake kind of act funny and then ran in the house and they chased after him and get in the house? Because she said she was sleeping, Jake was outside, the police came and ran inside, right? Is it possible that because Rosealee uttered in the past that when she's going anywhere, she go with a bagger man, 40 man, I'm just being sarcastic right now, right? Bagaman, is it possible that those bagaman are not going with a slingshot? They're not going with a ratchet, possible not going with stones or pebbles. I'm assuming that some of them should have some kind of steel, allegedly. And the other day when the girl came to the house with Rosealee and the girl was bickering, because of through the internet, the girl came and paged her, and they claimed that the girl seems allegedly that she had acid in the bag, and Rosealee said she has some cutlass and some other things in the home. Is it possible that the police are watching and heard all of those things and say, you know what, I'm going to go check to see if Rosealee and her man and Jake's are locking guns, allegedly? Those are just my questions. I know it's long. Next one, before we finish this one, is Rosealee the other day did claim that Slime and whoever else was buying guns. So is it a deja vu where you're out here shouting that these people are buying guns with their TikTok money? And then you wouldn't give a shit if the police did run up in a Slime place or whoever else place if they were in Jamaica by gunpoint? Because once you're saying somebody have a gun, it gives the police a right to kiss them teeth and pass, or go and put gun in their face and say, show me the gun. So is it a deja vu that whatever you wish for someone come back and clap in your face? I am not sure. But is it right for the police to take pictures at you allegedly and put that on the internet? That's a big violation. You could get a piece of money if you're smart. Let's continue.
In ways I can't explain. I was very violated. The people, the person that do this to me should be punished.
What you want to be the punishment?
Well, I need to sue him.
Oh, you plan to sue him?
Yes, I want to sue him. And they're supposed to have no work. So I this taxpayers' money, I pay them for do. They must have no work. They make a vow to serve and to protect.
Yes.
And them analyze innocent people in a garage because they're going and kick off doors. Analyze them.
The funniest thing, a lot of people don't want to work on that island, but let's say they talk about taxes when it comes to the police. Police will kiss their teeth and say, but you're not paying any taxes. I am just saying, folks, Rosealee should have used her platform and talk about these kind of things and beat her enemies them senseless with all of these arguments and the life. But I guess when you live in the garrison, you have to be careful. Rosealee should have used her platform and talk about some of these troubles that's happening in the garrison instead of to bring this now because she had a situation with the police. Right? Let's continue.
Pupili and come talk about, oh, I see them with this and them there, but sorry, and them a gunman and them this and them and that. They make a vow to serve and to protect. So why can I see them and say, okay, let me go to them? Remember, we can't go to the police.
Yes.
Ever feel afraid? We can't go, I'm afraid of civilian. We can't go to the police, I'm afraid of them too.
So you say what happened today has scarred you in a way that you know fear having any kind of relationship with the police.
It's a police officer, of course.
But that's kind of strange though, because now if that's the case, we understand you're terrified. They came wake you up out of your bed naked as your day born. So why did you not grab the sheets? You weren't sleeping on the bed with any sheets? I know that island should be very hot, but you couldn't just grab a sheet. So what if the youth them they come barge in the room? That's how the youth them would have saw you naked as well. I never hear nothing like this. At times women get naked and stuff like that, but isn't there a robe like at the end right there, like a towel or something? I'm not sure. But I know when police come, they come like thief in the night. I understand that truly. But I find it very disturbing to know that the police would take up the camera or his phone his phone rather, and take a picture of this young lady and then make it end up on the internet in her enemy's hand. It's either set up or because of all of the bangarang the other day from who was shout who have this, from who have that. It's possible. Let's continue. Oh, this is troubling.
Of course, and they do this many times. They go around and do these things. It scares me so much. Why would you put me out naked and I'm not doing porn? I'm not a porn star, and Mr. Sif, I'm not a porn star, I'm not doing porn. I have a character to maintain. I'm not a porn star to be naked out there saying naked. If I was a porn...
But wait a minute. So the other day when that boy 10 Star put out the mother, and the mother so-called maybe doing her business, either back road, side road. I'm not sure where they claim the mother was when. I never got into it because some of these mothers too disgraceful. You see what I'm saying? And at times I'm troubled. So certain carelessness I don't follow up. So I never really get to follow up in the argument. What I get to understand, the same 10 Star guy did put out the mom in some kind of compromised situation. And when Rosalie was uttering and cursing, Rosalie said her mom it's supposed to suck this, the mom's supposed to do this, that I fear her mom business, da da dee, da da da. Now you see how it feels? Oh no. What goes around comes around. And I'm not saying it's right what the police did is strongly wrong. But I'm just saying the things that come out of mankind's mouth, more time, you spit in God's face and laugh, the spit come right back down in your face. You got to be careful what you're out here doing. You understand? The other day again, Rosalie claims that Slime and them were locking gun, buying gun. Here come the police in the house. Where's the gun? You got to be mindful of the things that you're telling out here in the universe. Those things will come back right at you, especially when you're warring with all of these people on the internet. Now, even my thing is, when Rosalie did shot the other day that Slime them were locking gun, the question is how she know that? What kind of gun argument would you be in if you're not involved with a gun? All of these kind of carelessness. So what do they always say? An idle mind is the devil's playground. Let's continue.
No problem. But I'm a porn star. Mr. Citizen, I need justice. I'm not going to rest until me get it. With all means and demands, we need justice. Justice for Jamaica. Justice.
When you say Rosalie coming out says she need justice, when you're a popular TikToker, it's not just talking about her being a popular TikToker. It's the fact, Jamaica, that a woman, one of you, in your house, the police came to do search or questioning, and then that picture is all over social media. How would you have felt? How would you have felt, Jamaica? And it's like, there is so much when I think about this. Most of who are watching.
A lot of these women don't give a shit. A lot of these women are laughing. Because nobody tear down a woman more than a woman. Okay? When a woman get killed, the woman them come out, hey, but nobody vile and tear down a woman other than a woman. Let's continue.
A woman, how would you have felt knowing that a member of the police force who should serve, protect, and reassure took your picture of you nude, totally naked, and then when you wake up, the entire picture is all over the internet? How would you feel? And that's what Rosalie is saying tonight. Women, you all must stand up. I'm calling on the women's groups out there to stand up with Rosalie. I'm calling on civil society tonight. I am calling for Jamaicans for justice. I am calling for the National Integrity Action. I am calling for Equality Jamaica. Lord Jesus. Jamaica.
All out! Whoa! Yo, yo, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Jamaicans for justice. I am calling on the church. I am calling on the church. I am calling on the church. It cannot be that this is the precedence that is set in this country. This is a violation of the people's basic human rights in this country. Imagine how this woman now feels. Can you imagine? I am calling on Mark Golding to stand up with Rosalie. Somebody, I am calling on Babsy Grange to condemn it. Mama Morales.
Yeah, but my thing is, when they put a Rosalie mom the other day in a compromised situation, Rosalie wasn't saying woman power and woman this and woman that. Rosalie was like saying good for my mom, blah, da, da, dee, da, da, because she has bad blood with her mom. If this is the case and this is really true what the police did, he violated her right, then she could just seek a lawyer's advice like what she said she did and move on and sue with these police officers. The only persons I feel sorry for is the children that are not in the home, because Rosalie know that she's fighting on the internet with some dangerous persons. Remember, we get to understand, so 10 Star did come and say that he had a couple picture, a couple video of children that some kind of video, blah, 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 he's showing, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to get into it, people. These people are despicable. Like, you know what I mean? Over money, on someone's downfall. You know what I mean? All of these bickering and buckering and all of these kind of things. So we don't even know who sent the police them there. We can't even say it's 10 Star. We can't say if it's Shay. We can't say it's anyone that she's arguing with, because there's so much people she argued with in the past and so many people's business she came out with and other. My thing is, did the police see Jake run in the house? Because she said Jake was outside and the police followed Jake right in the house. So maybe Jake was outside, did some kind of craziness, some kind of sudden move, and the police said, okay, let me run and chase him in the home, saying that they're looking for guns, right? Not only that, if this is a setup, what if the police did end up killing off Rosalie and her man in the home? Would you guys have felt good or feel better? And it seems like it's a setup, because why would the police be so malicious? What would the police have against Rosalie for you to take a picture of some lady who was trying to hide her weight and her shape and all of these kind of things sometimes and put it out on the internet? What would you get from that as a police officer? So something not right, yeah. Let's continue.
Babsy Grange, where are you? I am calling on Babsy Grange. You are the Minister of Culture and Gender and Women Affairs. This is a total violation. And this is no ordinary violation. This is a continuous thing in this country. Jamaica, it could have been you. Jamaica, the woman could have been murdered in her house.
Exactly, that's what I just said. Wow.
Her common law husband could have been murdered. And the police commissioner coming out to say that there is too much technicalities to put on body cameras. If they had on body cameras, but they never have on body camera, then take them phone and violate the woman. I want to ask, no fan of uptown women who watching this program tonight, how would you have felt knowing that police came to do something at your house and then you were found on a social site on TikTok and Mountain violated? This is a form of sexual assault. Jamaica, this is a form of sexual assault.
So the police supposed to get a lawsuit as well, and Mountain supposed to get a lawsuit as well. Because why did Mountain put out that? Well, I'm so troubled and disturbed. Mountain, like, this is a woman and you're a man. You know, no shade. You're a man and she's a woman. And I know she talks a lot and she say all kind of things and she run her mouth. The other day you guys claimed that you guys box up her man. You guys can't give it a rest now? Like, how much more badness as Jamaicans you guys want to show? That you're not bad or not this or not that or not violent or that? Like, why? I don't get it. As a man, you know what I mean? Like, why violate the woman house like that? I know she talks a lot and stuff like that. But half of the things that you guys are doing, she's not doing that. So you put on her mom's situation the other day. Our man get boxed up the other day. And now the police put out the picture and eventually you will have it on your thing as so-called that Andre Stevens says. You should get a lawsuit too. And if you're in Jamaica, I'm assuming that you'll get locked up for putting out a nude picture, I would think. Oh, Lord, I tell you, the black folks and these men nowadays days with no backbone. Let's continue.
And if it is that we continue on this ground, Jamaica, producer, I am not going to show the picture. I want to show you. Producer, show. Make people see it tonight. I can't show the picture for protecting of Rosalie, but I want to show you. Jamaica, it is too much.
What's your name, teacher? Jackson Angelic. Angelic Third? Yeah, Angelic Third. OCGX? Yeah.
Rosealee is the type of person that is always extravagant in her disposition. And when I see something like this happen to one of our Jamaican women.
Well, Mr. Stevenson, can I say something?
Yeah, it's your program tonight, Rose. You can talk.
I believe that the person that is videoing, that is the person voice. Isn't that the person? No, you might talk. The person that sent out the video, that is his voice, that asked the question, that asked Jake's his full name. It's the OCG. Exactly. The person that the video is talking is him sent out the video. He took it with his phone. The police. The police. The police, that's the same police that sent out in the voice talking, him sent out the video. The big the main part is the man that video movement. No, this traumatized me, yo. On the internet, brother. It's traumatized me so much. Yeah.
So you said that you have reached out to Isaac Buchanan. Has he said that he would do the case or would be interested in doing the case for you? You have reached out to Mr. Buchanan. He's saying that, have you spoken to Mr. Buchanan?
Yes, I've spoken to Mr. Buchanan.
You said earlier,
and has he committed to doing the case for you, or where are you now?
Yes. Him say I'm going to speak to me. Make somebody represent me Monday morning.
Oh, so he's working on somebody making a representation for you?
Yes, because he's outside of my parish.
Yeah, he's outside in truth. But what are your children saying about this?
Well, this morning, while my son was sleeping, my daughter get up. Then my questioner asked her, who in the room there? Turn on the light. So my little girl, go sit down now. Go sit down, little girl. Go and sit down. Go and sit down. You're a child. Go sit down. She's frightened as me. She's frightened just as I am. Everybody's shocked. My mother came out and go outside and said, because she's shocked too. As when I say, you wake me out our sleep. Jake was the only one that was up.
See?
So you really haven't come to the reality that what happened. So you weren't in a total shock and a frenzy.
A total shock and a frenzy. Totally. It's when I realized that I was like, Mr. Stevenson literally I try to grab the policeman gun out time and what? So because we wake up shocked to see have my baby father at gun point.
So you actually
sleep on the way my outer.
So when you woke up, the gun pointing at you?
Yes. When I wake up, there were guns pointing at me. They didn't come to my house and say, okay, let me speak to who and so and so and so. We came to search. We have warrant to search. We want to search. No. They just barge in and start to search.
So Rose, when the gun point at you, when the gun point at you say, you never...
When I wake up and you say that, it was so, how one could react?
Mighty God.
Daniel.
I only can react. You wake up out of your sleep. You wake up out of your sleep. You just a real. You just a try to come back yourself to consciousness. Exactly, because I'm frightened. I never let no one try to take them and go no time and. You say you don't know what I do. I'm frightened. I was in shock.
No. Wow.
I was in total shock. So I'm asking them, do you have a warrant? They say they don't need none once they're doing a sting operation.
Well, that's what I thought.
So I stand as one of those bars, people place and do as on the like. That's why they started video because I'm asking.
I would think so, because if Jake was outside and they saw Jake and Jake right in the house, they're going to run in after him, come search for the gun. If there's a gun. Think about it. Allegedly. I'm assuming that. You said he was outside, right? So if they follow him inside the house, they maybe possibly think that it was a young guy in the ghetto that has a machine, and they came right in.
Because I came out naked. We don't have time to go search, fill up clothes. So I'm going to put up something in front of me and go sit up on the bed out here, so. So I want to know the question. He's not asking a question. My different is not asking any question. I want to know the question. If I saw a barge in a people place, uninvited, without a warrant, we don't know what I look for, and behave this type of way. So if only they have one gun we're going to take from somebody else's yard, only can't come plant it in that so come find gun.
Oh my Lord.
That is what all while them do that same thing. Because when them go past sting operation and find rifle and find money, them not video it. They have never video that before. When they go past sting operation and find money and guns and ammunition and the things, them not video everything. Them not carrying everything. So me I wonder if them don't want to plant a gun in here and say them see him with gun. I treat it outside. What do I do? You don't understand. I was so shocked.
Wow.
Because I'm just saying, Mr. Look how much better policeman. Me attack him, come wake up. Me just wake up and just say this, I'm just frightened. Not knowing what I'm doing. Because they never call me outside and explain to me, say, listen, ma'am, we want to search your premises. We need to search your premises. No, barging with one whole police and run up and down with gun and flashlight. And that is what they portray to analyze innocent people. They do it all the time to us in the garrison. And to honest me, I cry for me too need them. We need justice. I need justice.
Yes.
Because me never ever put up myself naked before. Them took away my rights as a human being. Me turn a dog. You took away my human rights and put me in a dog mode. Why you gonna put me on naked for 4 hours? What you do know what kind of accomplishment you have tried to take out type on TikTok? What you do? What are you doing? What you do? It's a fun and game you play. We not big people, we not get paid to serve and to protect. I'm afraid of the JCF force. Yeah? Because we never know say police can become criminals. We never know that more police until now in my 31 years alive. And the first policeman ever do me that. First.
Wow. This is a serious
And it's crazy.
It's troubling.
Because by looking at it, I say, oh my God, what is this? It's no joke. It's no joke.
You could get a piece of money, Rose, and suffering.
I want Jamaica.
So now the kids, grandma on internet, compromised situation. And now mommy on the internet naked. Oh God, the poor kids. Let's continue.
I'm going to play the video once more.
Terrible. What a wicked act.
Play the video once, but I want Jamaica to see how all of you as women potentially can be violated by
It's terrible.
morning. None of the police look at you and said, Miss, go and put on some clothes.
None of them.
There was no sheet on the bed or anything.
Clothes. You know,
To
when
grab
they
and wrap
offer
up?
me to put on clothes, they don't want to take me out of my house. And I say, why you want to take me out of my house? But I am saying to myself that they're not going to carry me go nowhere. They want me to stand up.
You're there.
So they can tell me more to put it out there.
Oh, so you thought it was no more of a draw out to get you to stand up, to have you.
Yes, get me to stand up. That is what it is. Because in nowhere you came at my house, you don't find anything. And I'm just speaking to them, asking you, do you have a warrant? I'm just speaking to you, why are you guys doing this? I'm just speaking to you. So I need to come with it to go where? I'm not on any charges. I didn't do nothing. What can go so?
Jamaica, this is really, really heartbreaking. Because one of the daughters of Jamaica was seriously dehumanized.
For Mountain to get that picture, that video, and put it out, therefore it's some kind of setup. The police officer has some kind of situation with that person who put out that video. Think about it. How can you be a police officer, you're videoing now naked woman? Although that happened the other day in the States where these two couples are suing a police officer in a traffic stop. They were naked and the officer did some kind of thing with the video or the picture. I'll get into that in a little bit. And now they're suing. So we know that at times some of the police officers are vile, but I find it is a coincidence. Like, it's very odd. How could it be? Is it a coincidence that a police officer come and say they're doing sting operation, where's the gun, whatever they're looking for, and then now Mountain that they claim says slap up Jake's, and Mountain that put out her mom, Rosealee mom, in a compromised situation, or end up with that video, or end up with that pic. I'm disturbed. I saw like as a man, like I saw the hey. That's why thank God I didn't build a TikTok page to go give you guys none of my hard working money. It's 30 centimeter outside right now. Not too long came in. You mad? You able-bodied people? Huh? When there's idle mind, the devil it's a devil playground. You understand what I'm saying? When there's freeness, there's always a problem, because nothing come in life for free. There's always a price, and this is it. So what did you guys expect? If this is a setup, allegedly, what did you guys expect now to embarrass her now for her to come off of TikTok? I don't understand. Is it because Nicki Minaj? That's why you see, hey. That's why the other day they keep on saying every time Nicki Minaj come around you folks, somebody gets sacrificed. Look at the big sacrifice now. You would have heard say Jake almost dead, Rosealee almost dead, now Rosealee out here naked. It was, I think, day before yesterday, they claimed that Rosealee was on live or on some kind of page with Nicki Minaj, isn't it? But every day you guys all here beating CMR. When Nicki Minaj knew that her man was a rapist before she married to him. He's also on the sex register list. And she get a pass every day, but every day you guys all here beating CMR. Asking Chrissy why she's standing beside her husband. Then we're asking Nicki Minaj why did they marry the man? And you knew way before that he was on the sex register list. So nevertheless, we're not straying or anything of that sort. But I'm just saying, I find it odd that this boy end up with the video or the picture, knowing that him and Rosealee is going at it. Well, they say you have to be careful what you wish for, because Rosealee did come the other day and say that Slime and them are locking gun or buying guns. And if Slime and them were in Jamaica, it's most likely that the police would have saw them and said, where's the gun? It's most likely maybe the police would have run up in their house to ask them where the gun is. So they would have been at gunpoint as well. And that's what Rosealee said the other day. So you have to be careful what you wish for people, because sometimes it will be on your doorstep, the way I see it. Let's continue.
one of the daughters of Jamaica was violated. One of the daughters of Jamaica was seriously violated. And I know Rosealee is crying. I know she holding it now. But I know.
And Rosealee carry on with a bag of badness on the internet from the other day. Derek was beaten. Rosealee claims that she walked with a bag of man anywhere she's going. The other day when the girl came down to the home with a so-called acid, allegedly, Rosealee said she have machete and all kind of things. And then my thing is, again, like I said in the first part of this video, when you're going to walk with 30 man, 20 man, 10 man, 5 man, 3 other than Jake, are they walking with stones? Walking with machete? Walking with a ratchet? Walking with pebbles? Walking with a slingshot? I'm assuming that they're walking with something better than that. Right? You understand? Right? So all of these kind of things. So we understand, say, cuss more time, that's what you guys like. Bagga more time, this is what you guys like. But you guys are not tired of people dying? You guys are not tired of burying someone? But you know they always say in the black community have money to bury someone. They have money to bail someone. But they never have money to send someone to school. And they never have money to start a business or help someone start a business. They say in the black community, we go to more funerals more than how we go to graduation and weddings. Let's continue.
Is crying deep within, knowing as a fact that this has happened to her and there is no justice. But Rosealee saying to her, to the Prime Minister and the government and the Jamaica Constabulary Force, she's not letting it stop here. She's not letting it stop here. You know the fact is...
And you know what's so disturbing and troubling? We saw that the police officer the other day was ordered to box up TJ. Until now, we never heard that police officer lost his job. Until now, we never heard the news went to go find the police officer and ask him if he was crazy that day or he was drinking some kind of, if he was popping a pill or if he was under duress to box up TJ. Until now, we never heard the police commissioner came out and apologized to TJ and Maya to say that his employee came out here and behaved like a significant jackass or a moron. We didn't hear that. So how now Rosealee is supposed to get justice from a sting operation that they claim said they followed Jake in the house and wake up everybody at gunpoint? So does police run in your house to wake up everybody by gunpoint to look for chips, to look for rice, to look for chicken? Obviously, they came in the house to look for either gun or drugs, right? And 99.9 in the garrison, I believe it would be guns, right? And if that video end up and that picture end up, someone gave it to Moon 10, and that police officer is the one that gave it to Moon 10. My question is that police officer related to that person who got the video? And if that's the case, was the officer sent there to do all of that? Because people are very malicious nowadays, especially in the black community, and very deceitful. They said that when you can't beat someone, you can't join someone, you end up killing someone. They always say if you're not dead, if you don't die by sickness or natural cause, look for someone that you know, someone you eat and drink with, someone that you went to school with, have their hand in your death. So I'm troubled and lost to know that police will run up in the home and take a picture and it end up in her enemy's hand. I find that very strange. But like I said, in the black community, and most of you people out here, on a vile. Something where people will kiss them teeth and pass. Some of you guys are not leaving no stone unturned. The amount of energy that black folks take to put in negativity, if they do all of that, I think we would end up have a place called Black Wall Street, like what we used to. I believe that would have lots more black businesses out here. I believe that would have be more, so much other things we could have done out here, more than so much negativity. Seriously. Anyways, boy, Rosalie, this one's sticky, but it seems like the people them want to give you a piece of money. So if you can get a piece of money, well, then you sue. But the way how I see it, I don't know. Not sure.
As me gonna say it again, it could have been any one of you.
I don't think so. Seems like the police were sent.
And to know that that video wasn't used for evidence gathering purposes, but it was used to send to social media
To her enemies.
to violate and humiliate her.
Yeah, to her enemies.
The scar that the woman lives with right now, many of you couldn't live with it. Many of you potentially haven't seen that would have said, boy, the way how me dehumanize, me can't even walk on road. Imagine waking up as Rosealee did to guns in her face. It could have been further chaotic and catastrophic.
Yeah, they could have killed them in the house.
The woman could have...
So that's the question I'm asking. If this is maliciously, wickedness that you guys are fighting on the internet to show who's better and bad. Because remember, her man was boxed up the other day. And we're not going to put anything past anyone because Rosalie did get man for box up Derek the other day. So you see what I keep on saying? Your actions in life, bro. Your actions in life, brother. See, she boxed up Derek the other day with many men. And now Jake got boxed up backward. She showed the other day that Slime and them are dropping gun, buying gun, having guns. Here come gun pointing in Rosalie's face. I told you guys this TikTok nonsense that you guys are dealing with is a devil's playground on a selling a soul. What more can you guys take? Not only that, the people that already came and put out your mother in a compromised situation in her old days, her old age. The kids them hear about that, I'm sure. Know about it, I'm sure. Now this situation. When they did box up Jake the other day, you guys should have just keep it quiet, keep it moving. Tell Jake to watch him step. Certain night you're not supposed to be outside because Jake working. What are you on the plot? What are you hanging out certain place outside now knowing that the place is so dangerous? So these are the things what I'm talking about. An idle mind is a devil's playground. What did Rosalie say? The police then followed Jake right inside because Jake was outside and she was sleeping. So what if the police them never had grace? What if the police them never exercised patience? You hear what Rosalie say? She said she almost grabbed out the gun out of the police hand and the police said, what you doing? So she could have ended up dying. What would be the outcome of it? She's trying to pull my strap. She's trying to take my gun from me and I had to kill her. So this is what all of this black race come to. If this is maliciousness or this is wickedness, because everybody wants to show on the internet who's bad, from who can rob, from who can this, from who can that, but nobody ever could be on the internet and show who could be a better person. Who could be, nothing. Just expose this every day, expose this, expose that. And there's so many other people other than the black race want to be exposed. Ain't nobody using their platform to do that. So I'm not saying I don't like 1 and 2 bagga, but I'm not going too far with this one now. Because I find it strange that the pick end up in her enemy's hand. Very strange. Anyhow.
The evening hospital, she could have been 6'6". You could have heard that, oh, Jakes was what? And it was a shootout and all of them were casualties. It needs to stop, Jamaica. I know I'm coupled with that. Her daughter and son were present. Her daughter and son were present. She really hurt.
I'm really hurt because obviously you come in and do this, and then a long after, when you're dead, you have video, you gotta tell me about clothes. Long, you don't been video a long time. Because I was sitting down, so you wanted me to stand up. So you can take a full video of me. Can you do that video now? But me now think I realize say, me see me them phone, you know. Don't say me not see me them phone. But me now think as a police would have really video me. I put it out there. Even when them gone, I go back go lie down. And it flash on me and I say, mind the police will have the video, you know. Them come video and so. And I said, no man. Our police them, me not think them about that.
Wow. So the police involved in Jamaica, as you guys think?
Wow.
Really and truly? But that's not the first time, because there's a case like this now I told you guys in America. So it's not only Jamaica. You have some of these officers that are very vile. It's terrible. I really feel sorry for her, boy.
So what? So you're saying, where do we go from here, Rosealee?
Well, I'm going by the office. So the office name?
The bureau.
IPRO. I'm going by IPRO on Monday morning, and I'm going to call back Isaac Buchanan tomorrow morning, which is tomorrow Sunday, and have the arrangement to who's going to walk with me or go with me, or whatever, or what am I supposed to do. I've spoken to Mr. Hilton and sent him the clippings of the video. All of the post about me, I spoke to Mr. Hilton about it, and he says he's going to speak to Isaac to get back with me. So I'm going to speak to Mr. Hilton as well. We're going far places. Now let this go off and hook. No time at all. We need justice in Jamaica. Justice.
So you say this one you're going fight for your rights in this one.
I'm going to fight for my rights. I want to be interviewed on all media platforms.
Oh no.
CBM, TVJ, the Star, the Observer, the Clip.
See that now? Wanna make her gone through the gate again. I think out of all this, you guys just gonna make her more bigger, and people are gonna come to maybe sad for her and feel sorry for her, maybe give her more donation if this was maliciousness. Sometime out of wickedness, more time you get a little change. So she guys claim so she hype and she this and she that. Well, maybe now again, now you guys gonna give her more forward now, because say the news them now come and ask her all of these kind of things. I'm not got tired to see her face. I'm not gonna can't get her out of the race. Think about it. So you see it? So the question becomes, what would be the point now? What was the point? What did you guys achieve out of this to even drop out the video? Because now the police officer possible is going to get a lawsuit if she'd have all their names. But if it's Isaac Buchanan is going to take up the case, and I'm sure he's going to find out one who was there. Because if you guys, if the police can take pictures and send it to her anyway, therefore in those police station you guys have connection, allegedly. So I'm sure he can find out who was what from who was not, right? When are you guys gonna let go of some of these negativity and find something constructive to do? There's nothing in foreign that you guys can do. There's nothing in Jamaica that you guys can do. Every day you guys have to portray the little island as vile, barbaric, and savage every day. Every day. Seriously, it's crazy to me. But let's continue.
Every single way. I want to be known as a Jamaican standing up for my rights.
No. I'm a dead boy.
It can't just be that you want to be in the media, Rosealee.
And I don't mean physically that I mean like, you know,
you have to turn your situation through advocacy. Potentially be the catalyst to start the conversation for a new Jamaica. I mean, I want you just limit yourself to the media houses in Jamaica. You need to go international too, because potentially when you carry this story internationally, that is how the change will be effected.
I want to as well.
And if I will talk to you off here, but there's some international human rights groups that you should write to. You should reach out to, because Rosealee, what happened to you today? A lot of women in this country have been violated, but they have not been able to stand up.
And that's the problem. And look at that again. Look at the case the other day where the police officer bring that little girl and she ended up getting 2 shot. The mom said, we never heard Rosealee talk about it. We never heard most of you guys talk about it. But as soon as people are violated, now they want to say justice for women. When women are more violent to women more than anybody else. Think about it. Think about it. And the man them nowadays days that are growing up, they don't have no backbone. They don't have no love. They're so sour, they're bitter, they're vicious, they're vile. They don't know how to treat a woman because all their life, whoever they grew up with taught them, you should love woman, basically not even from the heart, from the head. She looks sexy, she look nice, she look like Dolly, she brown skin, and all of these free. And not teaching these black men how to love women unconditionally. So when you're in a woman kick off and a woman cuss, you just say, oh, as a woman says she'll cuss and care. We know that Rosalie's vile. We hear how she speak to her mom. We hear how she speak to her children. We hear she does a lot. We see how she beat up Derek. We see all the things that come out of her mouth. So we know she's vile. Right? Like everybody else. Right? But all of this, these things necessary. And the other day when Rosealee mom was caught in a compromised situation with the pick, whether it's a new pick or old pick, Rosealee never had some good choice words either for her mother, right? So the only person I really feel sorry for is the children in the home, not really nobody else. But this is disgraceful because, you know, Rosealee, I tried to lose her weight, and Rosealee said she don't believe in porn. Rosealee never really go half naked like that. So Rosealee said, like, how dare you? Not only that, it's a police officer. It's troubling, right? Maybe if it was a normal person, Rosealee maybe would have kissed her teeth and pass. But by law, again, are you allowed to video somebody naked without their consent? You're not supposed to do that, much as a police officer. So what are you guys telling the public now? That the police are after police them in Jamaica, they're more violent than what you guys have been saying. Is that a good look for the country? I don't think so. So I'm lost and troubled and disturbed, but I'm not surprised. Right? Let you see what?
Wow.
What do you want to see, Troy?
This, to me, Jamaica, this one.
I don't have the pic.
This one has
and even if I had the pic, I want to show you.
Pinch me.
I don't want to see.
Really pinch me.
This is terrible.
Wagwan in Jamaica, these rogue cops, and then with
I don't have the pic.
advocacy,
That's what you're asking me
there
for.
can be a further conversation about the amount of Jamaicans who are being murdered in this country. She really traumatized Jamaica. But Rosealee, I also want you to be very careful.
Yeah.
Very careful with what you're doing. Speak less and act more. Speak less and act more. Because
most definitely.
Because you have some people out there, and I know you have some trollers who are using the opportunity to laugh and do everything in the situation.
And most of them are women.
But sometimes you have to know to keep the high road. Don't get involved, Rosealee, where you are now. I don't want you, this is just me talking to you out of genuine concern. You see, all who...
This is really troubling and disturbed, but like I said, I'm not surprised. Mankind is always at the heart of their wickedness. And when it comes to vileness, the black community is always at their finest at times. More time in life, it's our downfall in life. It's our fault in life more time when we have a downfall, because more time we just cannot see things and leave it. Why would the police officer send out that video? I am not sure. Why would it be so licky for somebody to pay you to videotape somebody and you send it out? You send it out on your free will? So who did Rosalie hurt for you? And even if Rosalie did hurt somebody for you, a police officer. So I'm disturbed and troubled, right? That's why I keep on saying allegedly, because I'm disturbed and troubled, but I'm not surprised because here goes another story. Here goes another story where a lady and her husband basically is suing a department. See, okay, right here, and it's the same thing. A woman sues police officer for alleged copying her nude photos during a traffic stop. See? So it's not only Jamaica. You have some of these people, they're very vile, right? Okay? You have some of these people are very vile. So let's see if we could hear what they're saying, because I really don't want to read it out, but hopefully this is it. You understand?
Protect and serve, but
This is
accused
it.
of a
Listen.
major violation during a traffic stop. Now, a former cop in the city he served are at the center of a lawsuit.
And the former Florissant police officer is accused of stealing nude photos from a woman's phone.
See?
Melanie Johnson reports on the allegations that could lead to a bigger scandal.
A traumatizing traffic stop tormenting a victim. Now she's suing the city of Florissant.
This is a young woman who is a mother. She is a wife. She is an employee with a busy job, and she's dedicated to all of those callings in her life.
Jane Doe has hired Rick Voitas as her attorney after the FBI visited her job, where they asked her,
"Do you recognize these photos?"
Listen.
According to their investigation, an unidentified officer who pulled her over in February stole nude photos after she unlocked her phone and showed him her insurance card.
You
She
see?
thought it was strange that the officer took her phone from her without her consent, disconnected it from Bluetooth, and took it back
You hear that
to
shit?
the vehicle.
Page 3 of the 20-page lawsuit details
So out of that officer that, as Rosalie claims to video her and put up that, who's more vile? This man asked her for an insurance card. This is why I don't keep those things on my phone. You want my insurance card? Here you go, sir. Can I go in my, can I move my hands? Can I reach? Because sometimes you go reach and then maybe think you have some kind of thing now. Remember at times we don't have the skin for protection. Okay? So at the end of the day now, he asked her to see the insurance. And what did he do? Copy all her nude pics now. Oh my. Let's continue. This is more than crazy, isn't it?
found out, saying, quote, a photograph of a naked female the FBI had blown up and printed out. Jane was shocked. The naked photograph was of her.
It was important to Jane to take this to court because she felt very intimidated.
Court documents say Officer Joe Smith used his own phone to take pictures of these intimate photographs without consent. We took this lawsuit to the Florissant Police Department, who tell us they're taking these allegations seriously, and that officer no longer works for the department.
Nobody expects this to happen. Nobody should have to go through this, to suffer this.
So is that going to happen in Jamaica? See, the officer no longer work there, and she's going to get the big lawsuit money because that's in a different first world country. So is the officer going to be suspended in Jamaica? Is the officer going to be fired? We're not sure. Because the officer who the people them order his name and showing the camera beating up that boy, until now, we never heard he lost his job. And the way how the blogger them come out here and beat the officer, them wicked. They're killing people. They're getting money to kill people. They do bribery. Do you expect any good to come out of this case? I am not sure. Depends on the lawyer that Rosalie go and pay for out of her TikTok money. And you have some lawyers, again, in many countries, first world or third world country, where they will represent you in court. And if they don't win, they don't get anything. And if they win, they get something. Because they know the case is sure when it comes to the money now. But anyways, people, we're not going to drag this out. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm going to jump off the live. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
The victim's husband, John Doe, also suing as his naked photos were exposed too.
You're there.
According to the suit, Officer Smith assessed the couple's private messages.
The photos that were taken were of both of them. Unfortunately, they were their intimate photographs.
As the St. Louis County Prosecutor's Office looks into possible criminal charges, First Alert 4 learned the FBI believes there are more victims.
We don't want this to happen to anybody else.
They are encouraging other potential victims to come forward. Melanie Johnson, First Alert 4.
So therefore, the officer was a pervert. Let me tell you again, before I jump off of this live, there was a big, important man, bigger than the lieutenant general in my country. And he's the one that flies around with the prime minister. And what was that man doing? That man was creeping into women's home, stealing their bras and their underwear and wearing them. Not only that, he ended up killing one of the women that was on the base working with him. He ended up killing her. That's how they found out all this time the colonel was wearing bra and panties, and he was a high-ranking man in the army. So you have some weirdos out here, some perverts, some crazy ass nowadays days out here. You understand? So we're just going to be mindful. But with the Rosealee situation, it's troubling and disturbing. Rosealee shout that the people them have gun. Here comes gun in Rosealee face. Rosealee beat off Derek. Here goes Drake get boxed up. Right? So one badness to the next. Right? We don't know if this was a sting operation where they follow Jake in the house and thought Jake has gun. Right? And we're not sure if because they figured out that Rosealee have a bag of man them behind her, and when you go and hide and figured out what kind of man they are, maybe they're gun-toting men. I am not sure, allegedly. Because if you're going to walk with all of these men, are they walking with stones, pebbles, rocks, right? Slingshots? I'm not sure, right? So all of these things, right? So we're not sure what kind of badness is portraying out there while the police would just run in the house and say, where is the gun? I find it odd and strange. But in my heart, not my business, the way I see it, seems like the police officer allegedly who took that video linked with her enemy and know their enemy, and it seems like a setup to me. But who am I to say now? I wasn't there. I am not the police officer. We're not sure that happened until they ash out in court. We're not sure if Rosealee got all their badge number, their names. Rosealee claims that they were in mask and all of this. So we're not sure how this is going to play it, folks. But Rosealee needs to calm down, and forget about arguing with some of these people on the internet. And some of these things that she had talked about, like the police is this and the police is that, well, she should press her live and talk about all the troubles in the ghetto. All of these mishap in the ghetto. But people usually don't talk about problems unless it's their problem. Because we never hear Rosealee utter about the girl that died the other day in the hands of the police officer. We never heard Rosealee come and talk about Noel, who killed off the little girl and allegedly put her in the couch, allegedly. Right? We never heard about nothing like that about woman power and woman this and woman that. So anyways, like I said, people, I gotta go. I am exhausted and it's bedtime for me. I'm not too long rolling. And let me tell you, people, lucky thing I had winter tires on my ride because it took me longer to come from work, to be honest. And it was really, really snowing outside. And I mean, it's like 20, 30 centimeter outside right now. You understand? It's a lot of snow outside. So anyways, guys, peace and love. Catch you guys another time.